Okay, so for today in social studies, what you're doing is you are working on some exploration stuff. When we talked on Friday, you actually went over what we were working on. So you're actually going to listen to the same reading and then you're going to do an activity about it. So let's listen to the reading together. Go ahead and bring it up. I've included the link in today's lesson. So, our key terms and people are Christopher Columbus, a sailor from Genoa, Italy, the line of demarcation, an imaginary boundary in the Atlantic dividing Spanish and Portuguese territories, the Treaty of Tordesillas, which is an agreement between Spain and Portugal, moving the line of demarcation, Ferdinand Magellan, the Portuguese navigator whose expedition circumnavigated the globe, circumnavigate to go all around the globe, Columbian Exchange, the transfer of plants and animals between the Americas and Africa, Asia, and Europe. So, section summary. Columbus sails across the Atlantic. Christopher Columbus, a sailor from Genoa, Italy, believed that he could reach Asia by sailing west across the Atlantic Ocean. He asked King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain to pay for an expedition. In return, he promised great riches, new territory, and Catholic converts. Sailing with 3 ships, Columbus reached an island in the Bahamas in 1492. Columbus thought he had found a new route to Asia. In reality, he had reached another continent that was unknown to him. Columbus made 3 more journeys to the Americas in his lifetime. When he died in 1506, he still believed he had reached Asia. The voyages of Columbus changed the way Europeans saw the world and also created conflict between European nations. In 1493, the Pope issued a decree that created the line of demarcation. This line of demarcation was an imaginary boundary that divided the Atlantic Ocean between Spain and Portugal. The Portuguese king believed that the arrangement favored Spain, so the 2 leaders of the 2 nations signed the Treaty of Tordesillas. This treaty moved the line of demarcation 800 miles further west and prevented a war between the 2 countries. Other explorers sail to the Americas. After Columbus and other explorers sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. In 1501, Amerigo Vespucci became convinced that he had not reached Asia but had discovered a new world. A German mapmaker labeled the continents across the ocean as America in his honor. Vasco Núñez de Balboa, a Spanish explorer, crossed the jungles of Central America to see the Pacific Ocean in 1513. In 1519, Portuguese navigator Ferdinand Magellan sailed around the southern tip of South America and into the Pacific. Although Magellan was killed in the Philippine Islands, one ship from his expedition was the first to circumnavigate, or go all the way around the globe. European explorers and settlers took plants and animals with them to America and brought back American plants and animals. This transfer was called the Columbian Exchange because it started with the explorations of Columbus. Over time, a trading pattern developed involving the exchange of raw materials, manufactured products, and slaves among Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Okay, guys, so what you're doing now is you're going back to the lesson, and you have a section quiz activity to complete. And I've also provided a word bank to help you with it. So if you look at the section quiz activity, you'll see it's filling in the blanks. And what you're going to do is use this word bank that I've created. All of these words will be words that are used on this worksheet to help you fill in the assignment. If you need help, call me anytime today. When you are submitting your assignment, you're just going to type your answers into the online box. Okay?